Good afternoon. What you see in the background is Schloss Herrenhausen Palace, which is a beautiful building in Hannover in Germany. It's a building that serves academic conferences and exchange of opinions. It's funded by the Deutsche Volkswagen Stiftung, so one of the big non-university research organizations and research funding organizations in Germany. And in this beautiful building we are having the conference of the Society on Criminology that's happening here at the moment. The German Society on Criminology has a topic for this year, which is Digitalisation and Criminality. And the reason why I'm here is that I'm invited to give a presentation here on Saturday. And I had the big privilege to follow already several interesting keynotes and presentations today. Many of them dealing with internet security and artificial intelligence and big data. I would really like to highlight in particular the keynote given by Angelika Sassen, who is a professor and a specialist on usable computer security. That was an eye-opening presentation in my view, because the main message that she was giving was that so much of the arguments that we are reading and that we are making when it comes to computer security, which is that you simply need to change human behavior, and the human is the problem sitting in front of the computer when it comes to security issues, that this is a fundamentally wrong concept. So the basic argument of her was, we do not need to fix the human, we need to fix the architecture, the IT infrastructure that needs to adapt better to what humans can do and can't do. In particular, for example, when it comes to things like password length and password usage and changes of passwords. In her view, this is a very good example how the IT infrastructure fundamentally misunderstands how humans tick, and humans then who are not able to memorize 15 different passwords using all kinds of strange acronyms within them, that humans then cope with the situation by writing down the password or by repeating the password or all the other things that all of you know. So this was already very, very interesting. And then I was now in a session in the afternoon that was dealing in particular with artificial intelligence. Because the reason why I went there was because I'm going to talk about that also on Saturday. And that was also very interesting because it was a very, very, if I may say so, legal approach once again. So all three, in my view, of the presenters were describing a landscape, a rather futuristic landscape of how artificial intelligence might develop in somewhere in the future, and then starting to analyze in how far that would be legally acceptable, in particular when it comes to youth, and in particular also when it comes to money laundering and actions taken by police and law enforcement against money laundering. That was also, as I said, very interesting because it was so legal and so, if you want, utopian. I think one of the main counter arguments that I will give on Saturday will be that we should perhaps look a little bit more into the details of where we are at the moment and how basic things are yet at the moment, and how Europe is again at risk of losing track here. And then also a keynote, very interesting, from the head of the Max Planck Institute was about the issue of virtual reality and in how far virtual reality can be used in crime, in a better understanding of criminal behavior. So that was also, in my view, something that I did not have a look into yet, and therefore very, very interesting. That's an attempt to simulate criminal behavior and the perception of criminal behavior with artificial intelligence, and in particular virtual reality, so that people should feel better how it really feels like to be on a crime scene, be it as a victim, be it as a bystander, be it as a criminal, and then learn out of this on how to prevent and how to better prosecute criminal behavior. So that was my first day. Very much looking forward to tomorrow and Saturday. The weather, as you can see, is a little bit like quite often in autumn in northern Germany. It's a little bit rainy, but also a little bit sunny. And I'm going into the park now, so if you happen to be in Hanover once, go there. It's really one of the most beautiful Baroque gardens you will find in Europe. Take care, all the best, see you soon, bye bye.